everyone, it's Marika with Barefoot OT, and today we're doing a painting project with toilet paper rolls. So we need a lot of supplies for this project, but it's really fun. We're going to make some flowers today, and we're going to make them in different ways. So you're going to need 2 or 3 toilet paper rolls because this is what we're going to print our flowers with. So you need some of those. You'll need some scissors, some paper. I like to have a paintbrush to help kind of paint some of the edges. You'll need a plate if you want to put your paint on the plate and then print the toilet paper rolls that way. And you will need paint, whatever kind you want. Bonus, if you want to be adding some other details to your drawings, you can also have some markers to draw stems and things like that. For the first kind of flower, we're going to be using the toilet paper roll like this to make the petals around a circle that's in the middle. So first step, you can just draw maybe 2 different circles with enough space in between them, and you can color them in. Then you need to pick some colors for your petals, and I picked these 2. And I'm just going to put a little bit of each color onto my plate. Now I'm ready to make my petals. So I'm going to take my toilet paper roll and I'm going to dip it and kind of swirl it around in one of the colors of paint. So the edge of the circle is all covered in paint, and I can go ahead and press it down and it makes a circle. And I'm going to go around the flower, and if I start to run out of paint, then I can re-dip it, move it around so the edges get covered in paint, and then I can keep going around the edge of my flower. And you can just make one circle around, or you can add even more like that. So it's got lots and lots and lots of petals around the outside of your flower. And then I'm going to do my other flower in the pink. For another kind of flower, you're actually going to cut your toilet paper roll a little bit to make petals in the toilet paper roll. You just draw little lines about that far apart all the way around your toilet paper roll. Now you can take your scissors and you're going to just cut the lines just a little bit up. These are going to become our petals, so we don't need to cut too far up into the toilet paper roll. You can though. You can make really big petals, that's all right too. Once you've cut all of your lines, then you can start to fold out your petals like this. And this is going to be your flower. You can kind of squish it to make sure that they kind of stay out like that. This is where your paintbrush can come in handy because you can paint the petals of your toilet paper roll to make sure that they get totally covered. I'm going to add one more shiny color to my plate. And then I'm going to paint the petals of my flower. Once your petals are painted, then you can make your flower. So you're going to press it down, and then you got to give each little petal just a little bit of a squish to make sure that the paint goes from your toilet paper roll onto your paper. Once you've given them all a little press, then you can lift up, and then you have your petals. And I'm going to do another one with my orange metallic. I press it down, and then I give each petal just a quick press, and then lift up. And there's another flower. You can also choose your own adventure when it comes to your petal shape. So if you want to, you can make some bigger sections, some bigger petals. So instead of just a little bit of space in between them, you can put some more space like that in between your lines. And you can kind of work your way. So if I cut, I have 1, 2, 3 or 4 lines. And then you snip those. Snip. 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 Okay, so now I have these shape of petals. They're giant, they're giant, they're giant, and I can either cut them into triangles, I can cut them into curves. I'm gonna kind of curve them a little bit so they're a little bit of a triangle, like that. So you can kind of choose your own adventure. You can make your own petal shape for your flower. With my 3-petal flower, I can do the same thing that I did before where I paint them. So I'm going to paint the edges, make sure there's paint all over my petals. For each one, I can mix and match colors. I can stick with one color. Okay, so now I'm ready to print. And I put it down on my paper and I give it a little squish, 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 squish. And then what we can do with this one is we can paint it again and then rotate it a little bit so it adds on to the flower that we just made. And then instead of going right back over where I was, I'm going to just rotate it a little bit like that. Lay it down. Give it a little squish, 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 squish on each petal. And then lift it up. And now I have a flower that has lots of different petals, not just 3. Okay, that's it for today with our toilet paper roll flower paint project. I hope you had fun with this one. If you want to add stems or leaves or anything to your painting, you can. I'll see you later. Bye.